Hello, everyone. I'm joined by Steve King for the Midweek interview. Steve, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you,
Good.
Sam. All good.
Brilliant, brilliant. So, just going back a few days to our fixture against Slough Town, obviously 2-0 down, brought it back to 2-2, and then won on penalties. What was your thoughts on that game now you've had some time to reflect on it, Steve?
Lots of thoughts, really. Number one, I had to hold my hands up to the players because I went with a wrong shape, wrong system that we haven't really gone with this season. We've done it in pre-season, but pre-season is pre-season. It wasn't right. The shape wasn't right. We went 5 at the back, or sort of 3 centre halves, and we just looked disjointed. We just looked all over the place. They've gone 1-0 up. Got in at half time, made some changes, gone back to the 4 at the back, and we looked so much more comfortable. Even though they scored another goal, that was just from a bad mistake by the keeper. Obviously had a chance to clear it and then cleared it straight to their man who just kicked it straight in the goal. Yeah. So I didn't read too much into that. 2-0. We wasn't playing particularly well. But I think changing of the shape, bringing Musa on, going 3 up top, caused them more problems. And then I think once Jacob got that goal, I think there was going to be one winner in the 90 minutes. We've hit the post a couple of times. Jebby's put some unbelievable crosses across the face of goal. How we've not got on the end of them, I still don't know now. But we showed character. And, Slough, we know what Slough are all about. Always going to be tough, always managed well, always a tough side to beat, always a good side, no matter where they are in the league table. I know it's not going quite right for them at the moment, but speaking to the guys beforehand, they felt it was going in the right direction. And I could see no different. I went to their game against Havant the previous week, and they deserved to beat Havant. They had sort of 2 or 3 glorious chances near the end of the game to win the game. And so I knew they were going to be a tough game. And it proved to be that. 2-0 down, coming back. Obviously, it went to the penalties, a lottery. When you think back to the FA Cup game with Slough, and they got a penalty 90th minute, that wasn't a penalty, and we got one that should have been given. They scored theirs, we was knocked out of the cup. So we know the feeling of what it feels like on the penalties, It's a lottery.
Absolutely. And of course, Jacob Berkeley-Ajapon, that's 4 goals now in 3 games. He's been in some brilliant goal-scoring form recently.
Yeah, Jacob's class act. We know that. We still want more from him in off the ball. We know what he can do on the ball, but we need more work. And we're working with him tirelessly to get the other side of his game to make him the complete all-rounded player. So yeah, he's done well, but he comes up with a big, important goals. And it was a fantastic finish. As soon as he got into the box, I knew it was going in the bottom corner.
Absolutely. And Sakayoko, great to have him back, first of all, and to grab a goal on Tuesday.
Yeah, and when you think about it, he's only played 2 games and scored 2 goals. So I know he can score goals. It's a little bit of a language barrier sometimes because he doesn't really speak any English whatsoever. So, we're trying to show him pictures and things like that. So, yeah, he's a goal scorer. So we're hoping that he can get an extended run and score the goals that's needed, because I feel that we are still lacking in that area of goal scoring.
Yeah, and of course, prior to kick-off, we announced the new signing of Mead. I was just wondering what the thought process behind bringing him to the club was.
He's been training with us for a little while. He's played the highest level of football. He's been at Arsenal, played in the Champions League for Arsenal. It's crazy. So a deal fell through with him with a couple of clubs higher up the pyramid, and he's just sort of available till January. And we just, with Craig's hamstrings, he was out injured, and then Gav coming in, we just felt that it was an opportunity to bring someone else in till January, and then go from there, really.
Right, of course. So moving on to the weekend, Dartford versus Haringey Borough. I was just wondering what your reaction to that 3rd round tie is.
Tough. It's going to be really, really tough. I've watched them a few times, not this season, but I've watched them over the seasons, because they've always produced good teams and good players, and they do well in cup competitions. Remember the FA Cup a couple of years ago, we played Wimbledon. and they've got good players. They've got a manager that's been there for forever, does everything at the club. Watched the piece that was done on him a few seasons ago. So they're going to be a tough outfit. They beat, obviously, Eastbourne recently. And, Eastbourne are no mugs. Eastbourne are in the top 5 in our division. So I know Eastbourne made some changes for that game. But still, I think it was, to beat them, a team above them, quite convincingly, we know we're in for a tough afternoon.
Yeah, you've kind of already answered the question sort of half already, but what sort of test do you think they're going to pose on the weekend? Do you think they're going to make it really difficult for you, or what's the...
Yeah. But listen, they're underdogs. Underdogs have got nothing to fear. They come and they're not expected to win, are they? They're playing a team in the division above and top, more or less top of the league up in the division above. So they got nothing to fear. They come fearless, and they've got some good players with pedigree. I know a number of the players in the side, and it's going to be a difficult game. But under no illusions, it's not going to be no easy rollover. It's going to be a tough arcs.
Yeah. So, how's the squad looking towards Saturday's game?
Still got a few out. We obviously Dixon can't play because he's cup tied. He played for Hornchurch. We had Dicko on a dual registration, so he may go and play for Hornchurch in the FA Trophy at the weekend because it gives him more minutes under his belt, and we can't play him anyway. We got Alfie. Alfie still can't play. He's not allowed to play. Barnet won't give him permission to play, even though he's still got another 5 weeks with us. They won't allow him to play in the competition. Who else? I think everybody else will be available.
Right, okay. So obviously we're going into quite a busy Christmas period now, where we've got a Tuesday game and then a Saturday game, and then obviously we've got the Boxing Day game, and 2 days after we've got another fixture. How important do you think the squad depth is now at this specific moment of the season?
I said all along, didn't I, that we need a squad. You need a squad to compete at the right end of the table, and that's it's showing now. We could just about filled the bench on Tuesday. We only left one out, so number down. Obviously, Ricky Modest is still out. It's another one that's been so long. He's just now back in training, so he could come into it within the next couple of weeks. It's an important period of time because there's a load of games. So the squad depth is needed. Obviously, we've got a couple out on loan, and we may see 1 or 2 new faces at the weekend, because as every manager would do their own things, and I feel I'm still not quite right in certain areas of the ground, of the pitch. Mm-hmm. Doing really well. We've done well as a group, but we want to continue that. And it's my job to, if we're not doing right in a certain area, I need to strengthen that. And if people come available that I feel that can enhance us better than what we've got, then I've always been that one that will try and go for that, because I'm here to improve the team. I'm here for the results. And if a player becomes available that I think will improve the team, then I'll have to do my best to try and make that happen.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Steve, what are you hoping to see from the boys on Saturday?
Well, first and foremost, we try and win the game.
Yeah.
It's worth about, I don't know what it is, about $5,000. So that's all important time of year. But listen, we're under no illusions. It's not going to be an easy game. So we need to play at our maximum to get through. And it's something we haven't quite done lately. We've been playing in fits and spurts, good halves, good second halves, good 20-minute spells, but we haven't really had the performance that has been that complete, if I'm honest. So, we are where we are, playing in that way. So for me, it's only a positive. We can only look forward.
Right, perfect. Steve, thank you very much.